Tonight episode should have been ready to go to bed, Chad, because it was so boring, and now I'm going to put me to sleep.
Yeah, true that. You want to go ahead and turn the lights off?
Yeah, let's go and get some rest. Honey.
Before that, I got to go take my medication. Shovel. You keep it on count.
Yep. Yeah. LY.
Hey, what's up, KOED family? Welcome back to another video of KOURTNEY. I'm Eddie, aka This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
And this is KOURTNEY. This channel is all about relationships, reviews. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the lackluster episode of Ready to Love.
Ready to sleep.
Ready to sleep.
Yep. So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And on all social media sites, comment down below. Trying to show your muscles.
Oh, arm hurts, man.
But yeah, so what's the next thing we do?
Yeah, you do your lip bar, then you do the KOED.com.
There you go, baby. You did it. Go to the lip bar, get your discount 20. Well, I forget how much it is. Percentage. I'll use the promo code KOEDFAM. And if you want to purchase merch, then you can go to kourtneyandeddie.com and purchase merch. All of that information is in the description below. All right, so let's get into this lackluster, put you to sleep, didn't make no sense episode.
Yeah, that curveballs or swing and a miss.
What curveball?
Don't tell me like throwing the curveballs, just a curveball. I want to throw you guys a curveball, invite your ex. Yeah, I think this was like, no.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's called X Marks the Spot. So the guys are coming back to the men's lounge, and they are, of course, like what you said, you know, he wants them to introduce their ex to who they're dating now. The hope to be to not anymore. So, you know, the guys are like, oh my goodness, they don't know how that's going to go. But so it seems like one lady will be eliminated. So, yeah. All right, let's get into it. So it starts out with they showing Cornelius' house, honey. And he got like a little townhouse, and he got his picture. They went all through the man's house and showed all his pictures and stuff. Was you finna say something?
No.
Okay. And so his ex, which her name is Tamika. So the thing is, y'all need to tell us why these folk broke up.
Yeah, that's a good, very, very good point there. You know, what happened?
Yeah.
Whose fault was it? Was it Cornelius' fault? Was it her fault? Somebody get caught cheating? What was the reason why they broke up?
Would you do that, something like that? If somebody called you out the blue, you know, you ain't talked to them in a while, and they say, hey, can you come and, you know, be my ex up for, you know, and, you know, something like that. Would you do that?
If I was the ex and they wanted to come on there and do what they was doing?
Yeah,
I'd do it. I sure would. I'd be the crazy ex, man. Had a restraining order dangling from my neck. Yeah, because dang, I know why you broke away.
So anyway, so Tamika, which she seems like,
she laid back.
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened between them two, man?
Because Tamika versus Camille,
yeah,
two different people.
And she seemed like she's more level-headed, more mature. So what happened?
So I don't think that Camille knew, you know, when she was coming over, what exactly.
I don't think none of them
did. What exactly was taking place. So anyway, she did, you know, introduce herself and everything. She was like, okay. So I can say for me, my husband's shaking and I had to move my leg. You okay?
Yeah. You know, when we first met, he said, why you always rocking back and forth? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you was a crack baby? My mom was mad.
You told her?
No. I won't tell her that.
So anyway, so what I could say as far as Camille, to me, this was probably the first time I ever seen her actually hold a conversation without making faces, and it just seemed like...
You know why, don't you?
Why?
Her tummy got on her last episode.
You think that what it was?
Tummy said, you need to stop making them faces. And she stopped.
So Tamika asked her, you know, how is, you know, as far as her faith walk and, you know, her walk, you know, because she said as far as she know that Cornelius still, you know, practicing celibacy and everything. So how it goes with you. So she basically said, you know, she, of course, been engaged several times and she does have a child. But she said as far as she wants to date for purpose. She wants to date for a purpose, and of course get married. But she said, you know, if that's what he wants to do, then that's fine. You know, she along with it. So
well, it's not what he wants to do. What you want to do, Camille? You can't just, you know, fit every narrative every time you date a guy, whatever he wants to do. You gotta find your own self. If you want to date without having sex, do it. Don't do it because of him. Do it because of yourself. Right, baby?
yeah.
Right? Right.
And so she also asked the question as far as, you know, her being engaged so many times. Like, what was the deal on that? You can talk about that.
Yeah, to me, that's a red flag. Because if you dumping them guys at the altar, who say you're not going to do me the same way? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Cornelius, man, you need to look at them red flags, man. I don't know, you scared to look at them, or you're in denial, or what, man. But, yeah, you got to look at the red flags, man, because I can't be engaged 3 times.
And I think she said she got the rings. She kept all the rings, too.
Yeah, that's like a straight-up Black Widow. You know, the Black Widow, you know what that means? You know, the Black Widow, female spider, she mates with the male spider.
Don't say spiders, child, because that spider was sitting in this chair. Let's not talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, dog. You know,
I don't want nothing to breathe up. Bite me on the booty. So anyway, like I said, the answers she gave seemed, you know, like she was just flowing with it and stuff. So I said scene. So she was flowing with it and everything. But yeah, Tamika, his ex, was definitely concerned about, you know, the red flag. And she was just saying too, you know, that Kaniz is not like any guy that she's dated before, you know, and she hasn't dated men that was kind of like in this spiritual, you know, space and everything. So she was like, you know, she gonna let her man lead, gonna let him guide and everything. And so, you know, hey, if something get too hard, we're gonna sit down and open up the Word of God and see what God has to say about it. Because right now she's just really trying to do what God say do.
Who that, Camille?
That's what she said.
Man, Camille ain't nothing but a thug thought. A thug thought. You know, people say, what's a thug thought? A thug thought is a thought that's a thug. And that's what she is.
I don't think she's a thought.
No. You've been engaged 3 times.
I don't think she's a thought.
Yeah, I really think she is. Because she just, I don't know, she's all over the place, man.
So, Tamika leaves. Excuse me, not Tamika. Camille leaves.
Yeah, she did ask when Tamika's going to leave.
Yeah, she did, and everything. And so, you know, he talked to her and he said, like, what you think? So, she was like, well, you know, she kind of gave some answers and stuff like that. Like, she was just popping them off.
Like I said, it seemed like to me they rehearse answers.
She gave good answers. And then so she was saying, but, you know, I'm just a little bit concerned about, you know, her being engaged 3 times. So how is that going to work with you?
And the thing is with Camille, the reason why she said she never dated a guy like Camille is because she's not used to dating, a nice guy. She yeah, that's why I call her thug, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what she used to dating these just bad boys. I'm not gonna call them thugs, but they was kind of had a little rough around the edges. That's what she used to. Now she stepped out of her box to date somebody like Camille's, and maybe it's the novelty of dating somebody like him is new to her, and that's why she's acting the way she's acting, or she could just be straight up cuckoo crazy.
All right, well, let's move on then. Cuckoo crazy. So Phil is inviting his ex Sabrina, and he's also inviting Shiloh and Tasia. Now, first of all, Tasia was not pleased or was not happy about being, I guess, what she called the third wheel. So, you know, she didn't know that Shiloh was coming and everything. So she was complaining about, you know, on her confessional, why was she seated right there? We should have both been seated on the opposite side. And now I feel like the third wheel and I can't, you know.
I kind of agree with her on that, yeah, because she did she stuck out like a sore thumb.
Well, I think, to me, in all honesty, I just think that Tasia wasn't secure in that situation, and she could have made the best.
First of all, I just think they should have did this a different way.
Oh yeah, not true.
They should have had the person, one woman at a time, come meet the ex.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Because now you can kind of, you know, dig a little deeper one-on-one.
Right.
Now you got 2 people there. First you got to deal with the awkwardness with two people being there, and now you got to bounce back and forth to get the right answers and ask the right questions. So yeah, I just think, to me, that's why I think this whole episode is kind of, it just didn't flow right. It didn't flow right.
It didn't. So Phil did say that everything was a little awkward and everything. So I'm assuming that production, kind of told them, hey, if you got 2 people, you got to invite them. One person go and then the next person come.
We can't afford them 2 dinner dates, man. 2 for 1, baby.
So Sabrina asked, basically what was their deal breakers, and it was Shiloh was saying that as far as her deal breaker, she's very affectionate. She likes affection, so she definitely wants affection. Sabrina asked also the question as far as like, what are your bad traits? So she was asking Tasia, and so Tasia was saying that she's a Taurus and everything, and that as far as her bad traits, what did she say? She's a Taurus. She like certain things like in order and everything. And so I think Sabrina asked her, okay, well, as far as your exes, whatever. She was like, well, I'm not gonna get in. I'm not sharing that with y'all and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into that and stuff. So it was like, to see it wasn't open. I can tell she was very uncomfortable, and I just don't think that she was secure, because even though if a woman's sitting next to you and you got to do this thing, make it work. I commend Mumin for doing what she did. She did not let that situation, crack her.
Yeah, sometimes you got, like she said, Mumin, she plays a cool, calm role. But I was surprised at, what's the name? Tasia.
I just said the name. Why you can't get the name of you? And I just said.
Actually, kind of zoned out.
Well, okay, I'm going to zone out when you talk.
But I just think, I'm surprised because this is she always brags about her education. She always brags about her being an entrepreneur and her friends being entrepreneurs. So I'm surprised that she kind of cracked under that pressure, right? Like you just said, she went into a shell.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on, not her.
Yeah. But she did say that, like, I think when the show first started, she did say that she's kind of like, hey, a man gonna cater to me, it's all about me. And then she got almost eliminated on the very first of everybody meeting, almost eliminated. And so I think that had something to do. So I think, to me, I think that she thought she was secure. She came in this thing, but it showed her level of insecurity. And that, she thought she was the bomb.com and all that stuff or whatever. It just shows some cracks in her insecurity, So, and, but yeah, that's what I think,
I just think, you're probably right. Like I said, I'm just surprised because she's the main one talking about how successful she is. And
how many times she done been in the bottom 2? What?
3 times. Yeah. So, I think this time she's like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I can kind of tell. Yeah, I can kind of tell body language. Like when she was sitting there talking to Phil, she's like, I'm done. You can go ahead and let me go.
So, Frank and his girlfriend Leah. I think that's her name. Leah.
Lily.
Is it Lily or Leah?
Lily.
I don't know, but then
it's Leah. I was saying Leah. It's Leah.
So Frank is inviting Mumim and Sydney. And so this is why I was saying Mumim really kept her, her composure and things together, and didn't let Sydney, the things that Sydney was doing to, fluster
Sydney
her.
Was putting on a little spice there.
Too much.
I was look at
too
you.
Much.
You're trying too hard, girl. You're trying too hard.
So Sydney started asking Leah some questions and everything. And so Sydney pulled out her phone, and she got a whole bunch of questions for Leah. But as you were saying, Sydney was doing a lot. I think she went over there and wiped some off of Frank's mouth. And,
you sweat and wipe the sweat off you.
Yeah, she went over there and did that. Yeah. So some questions was going back and forth as far as children, and everything. And so Mumin, again, to me, held it together, and seemed like Sydney gave more of what kind of answers?
Yeah, Sydney probably basically gave the answers that Frank wanted to hear, basically.
Mumin gave more in-depth answers.
Yeah, she was more, it's more heartfelt answers she gave, But the main question I want to know is, what happened between Leah and Frank?
Well, she said the question, I think Sydney did ask the question, and she said, well, he wasn't showing me enough communication. She said, I like a lot of attention in our communication, and so it wasn't a lot of communication.
My thing is this. If a God's into you, he's gonna communicate with you regardless, you know. So what made him not communicate with Leah like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, his attention could have been elsewhere.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
So, after it was over with, Leah said that she liked both of them, but they are both totally different women, which they are. To me, Mumin has depth to her. Not saying Sydney does, but she has more depth to her.
Sydney to me is more surface level. You know what I'm saying? She's eye candy. Is somebody you want on your own when you walk in the room. Mumin is more somebody you can have a real deep conversation with. You know, I think she's real spiritual. You know, so you're gonna have a more in-depth conversation with her. So yeah, like you said, man, they two different people, though, man.
So totally. let's move on to Walter with his ex Denise, honey.
Walter
with them nails out the here.
Walter, all right, man. Hey, your past is your past. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Really don't look like Walter type, but okay.
Don't leave it at that, man. Cause the way Walter coming there, man, I'm saying, okay, Walter is gonna be like 6'2". You know, it's like, see, like I said, you know what? No, don't worry about it. Go ahead, man. I ain't gonna go there.
So anyway, so Walter is inviting Sabrina and Mumin. So Denise asked a question before Mumin got there, as far as Sabrina. You know, like, what do you want to know about Walter? She said, I don't need to know anything about him from a third party, from another person. He's perfectly honest with me. So if there's any questions I need to know, I would ask him. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, see, Sabrina.
Don't you know on Friday when they said, dang, that's what I felt.
Yeah, what I felt was a lot of arrogancy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of full of yourself. And that's what I felt when she said that. And I see what she said. I understand where she's coming from. But I think she could have said it in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that was a little too harsh in my opinion.
It was.
Okay? You know, this girl don't know you. You don't know this girl. She's trying to be friendly with you, give you some information. You just go come at her like that.
Yeah. She actually is doing what production told her to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come in there to have a conversation with the exes. And it's not like, let's be honest, outside of production, wouldn't nobody really do this. Hey, we're finna meet. Folks not really finna do this. So you know it's production based. So yeah, she just doing what production told her to do, and you just kind of shot her down, but they didn't really truly get a chance to, because by that time Mumin came in and kind of distracted the whole thing.
And she didn't like that either.
Oh yeah, she did.
She didn't like that. You know, I saw Sabrina I really didn't like tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I understand you being strong and independent, you know, all about your business. But you can do it in a graceful way. And tonight, what she was doing, cutting that chick off like that, cutting her head off, and making a lame excuse like she got to go somewhere because Mumin, you know, that's not graceful in my opinion. You know
she said, I have a fashion or some kind of style, something.
So why even show up to the date then?
Yeah,
you know
like she was like, and so I got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, Sabrina, yeah, she wasn't feeling that.
Why didn't you show up to the date if you had other engagements to go to?
Yeah, and then she also said, Walter know what home is. So
I don't know now.
You right.
Yeah,
not after this, honey.
Yeah, I don't know, cause he was saying Mumin came out from behind the pack and climbing up the ladder.
And see, my thing is, why is Walter even into Sabrina when Sabrina don't want to have children?
Looks, surface. He looking at the surface stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, they might have good conversation, but you can't have she can't give you what you want long term.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why is that not a conversation? And she's telling me he know what home is, like y'all stay together.
Maybe Walt told her, you know what, I ain't worried about the kids. We don't know what he's telling her over the phone. You know what I'm
saying? So the conversation after Sabrina left, Mumin was having a conversation with the ex, and she said, well, how are you sexually? Like, I'm saying, who asked them kind of question? None of your business.
Woman with long fingernails. That's who asked them type of questions.
And look, if you don't answer, they'll more claw you. It was like she was uncomfortable with the nails. I don't get the long nails, y'all.
Not just long. They neon yellow, man. I'm saying, if she was walking down the street in the middle of the night, you ain't gonna be able to hit her because you gonna see them nails.
Because I don't understand how people wipe. I don't understand how they clean. I don't understand nothing. And I think when she was grabbing her purse, she was like this.
Yeah, they can't grab like this. You got to grab with the palm.
Man, your palm gonna be rusted. Got what is callus and everything. So I mean, I when I do nails, I can do nails, but I never want to do nails that long. That's gonna keep me from doing stuff.
Let me eat me some French fries.
How?
That's how she eat her French fries.
Oh, that's what she would do.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, how can you eat your French fries? You can't grab them like that. You can grab
and
like this.
I don't understand the point. Like, what's the point? You know, especially
to be seen, I guess.
Well, I do get that, but I'm just saying, like, let's just say for instance, I know who do have them long nails is Cardi B, but Cardi B got enough money. She got servants. She got people that can do stuff for her. Regular people and going to work and doing all this stuff. They got the.
I'd be scared to be around. She might poke my eye, pointing at me. Hey, look at him.
So she asked her, how sexual are you or whatever. So she said, well, she did say that she do want to wait into marriage and to, of course, have sex. She said her and Walter did talk about that and everything, but Walter said on his confession he's a very sexual person.
Very sexual.
Yep. And he said, anybody that know me.
Boy, these old horny dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so let's move on to Dante and his ex is Stacy. Again, we want to know what happened to the ex. Walter, we want to know what happened to the ex.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? What happened, Walt? What happened? What happened? Oh, she was trying to wipe your nose or something for you, and she kind of squawked. Never mind. That joke is like, yeah. It was like that joke, like a balloon, and all ex grabbed the balloon, popped my joke, and
okay, and that joke.
Yeah, that one.
So Dante was talking to his ex and everything. So anyway, he is inviting Zadia and Shiloh.
It's us. But like the last 2 episodes, Zadia just changed. Her personality just changed, man. Zadia, it seemed like she became a mean girl out of the blue, man.
And she gonna be a mean girl next episode.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's out of the blue, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happened? Something had to happen, man, for her to start acting
her
this
whole
way.
Attitude changed. Mm-hmm. Even when she was hugging the ex, she was like this. I was like, ooh. So it's just like she's just not happy.
Yeah, like she don't want to be there, or is she jealous of some women on the show? Something had to happen.
So Zadia said she didn't like the fact that she didn't know that Shiloh was coming and everything. So, I think Shiloh got there, whatever. She said, I need another drink.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
That's petty.
So they have a conversation as far as, how's Dante and everything. And it seemed like, I think Zadie was saying, well, give us, the dirt. What's his negatives? What's whatever. And so she said, well, if Stacy, I think this name, the ex said, if he stopped showing you affection, that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? He's very affectionate. He likes to touch. He likes to do all that stuff or whatever. But if he stopped doing those things, then that's, a red flag.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what happened. I guess what? He started showing her affection to ex.
I think they said something about, but they became good friends after, I guess, whatever. But, I don't know.
In the friend zone.
I was going to say they're one of the baby mamas, but evidently not.
Probably not.
So, let's see. She did say that Dante has grown a lot. And they did ask the question, well, would you date him? Yeah.
And she said, yeah, I would date him. I said, well, okay, I guess he grown a lot then. I wonder what he had to grow from, what he was doing.
All them babies, child, probably just being in them screeks. Mm-hmm. So the ex, after they left, he asked the ex, which one she liked, and she said she liked Shiloh. She said Zadia seems to be looking for negatives, and Shiloh seems to be more positive.
That's what I'm saying. Zadia. Zadia just became negative Nancy all of a sudden, man. It's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I did skip this part because they were skipping around. So let me go back to this because I wrote on a different part. But the ex on Walter and
Sabrina?
Yeah, the ex. What was
Oh,
her?
yeah.
She said that she likes Mumin.
Yeah.
She said because she seems safe. But she said Sabrina give me crazy vibes.
I didn't pick up that. I didn't pick up that from Sabrina at first, but once you said it, she said she seems okay now. But if you hit a nerve or do something out the way to kind of get on her bad side, that's when you would see the crazy. Then how Sabrina was acting towards the end of the episode, then I said, yeah, I see what she's talking about now. You know what I'm saying?
She said she's beautiful, she's good to have on your arm, but she seemed like she's very controlling.
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the episode, she was talking to Frank. I said, yeah, I see what long nails were talking about.
So, Nameem, not mean.
Not mean.
Is it not mean?
Not mean. We got it right the first time, but we probably screwed it right this time.
Not mean.
He said, man, y'all got it right last episode. Not M.
Because it reminded me of Eminem, so I have to say not M.
Not M.
So he was in the comments and said we got it right, but we'll see if we get it right this time.
Yeah, we screwed up already, bro.
So Naim is his ex is Victoria. I just know that first of all they had him outside. Didn't look like it went from light to dark, and it was like they was by the street. I don't know. I was just paying attention.
Zadia probably had to go do some. I don't want to be here. Too bright out here. Bring me out here when it's nighttime comes. Complaining.
So yeah. So Zadia was the person. So anyway, so she comes up, and the ex said one thing that he don't like to do is he didn't like to cuddle.
Now, first of all, before Zadia walked up, the ex asked Naim. That's right. Naim. And she got a big booty, don't she? And he said, why? That's what you like, big booty. Man, them big booty smile get you in trouble, bro. you heard poison. You know, BBD, big booty smile get you hemmed up,
He the one that said he like a natural woman. He don't like all the weave. He don't like all that
plastic. He like that natural big booty. Yeah. That big booty.
He wasn't just talking about the big booty. He said the hair too.
Yeah, he like the big booty though.
But anyway, so she said that, he don't like to cuddle. And so he was like, no. But she was like, well, you ain't like to cuddle with me. I said, oh, wait a minute. Going to the left, honey. Y'all still got some.
That's what now Zadia picked up on that too. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Like, y'all should have been paying. Well, you ain't like to cuddle. Well, you ain't like. I was like, hold up.
And that's what's going to happen with the ex. So, why you going to get with her? You can't do the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want to cuddle me. Also, you want to cuddle her. What happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? I'm like, baby, I'm grown.
Victoria did say that, he has his guards up and everything. So, so Zadia was saying that, she going to have to, help break down those guards. After she left, Victoria said that she is concerned about if she is going to be connecting with you emotionally. Like I guess she just kind of seemed
distant.
Yeah.
Well, but then Naim. That's right. Naim. Yeah, he has a wall up. So if he has a wall up and she's disconnected emotionally, that's gonna be kind of tough. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but yeah, they did talk about, she said all you see is that big booty.
That's all that matters. Wall up, no emotion.
She can be crazy.
She can be cold blood. Big booty, big booty.
So they show what Sydney wants to meet Phil. She said when she first got there, she seen this guy in the corner that looked good and everything. So she said she wanted to see Phil. She wanted to get that date with him and find out who he is.
What's up with Phil and all the women want to be with him, man? Every woman on there.
Every woman?
That's right. I'm catching y'all. Every woman on there wants to get a piece of Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
He seemed like he was a very reserved brother, quiet, soft-spoken brother, man. Big dude, but soft-spoken. Maybe that's what they see in him. He's 6'3", 6'4", soft-spoken.
Well, and the rest of them, what the rest of them got? Nothing. And Cornelius ain't moved from who he got. You got Walter up there, nope. And then you got Frank, nope.
I'm scared. If y'all, women, if y'all want to date Walter, I'll be scared. That ex and long female climb on the wall.
so yeah, they really don't have many choices. Well, so they all on Phil. And then if they feel like Phil be on them, then maybe they're safe bet to stay on.
Yeah, I should love Corey on the show.
It's so boring.
Nobody
talk about it for real.
No, man.
So Sydney said that she wanted to meet with him and everything. So they met at the gym or somebody's gym or whatever. So I noticed that she was very flirtatious and she had on her little stuff and she put her booty all in his face to try to help her do that. Go ahead.
Okay, me being a man, if a woman was doing all that to me, you can send me signals that, I know you're interested in me, but you send me sexual signals, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I come to you in that, come to you in that capacity, don't get offended, man. I know some women, but I'm just saying, you being a little too sexual for the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's what she leads with.
Yeah,
her
and that's
beauty, her body. That's what she leads with.
And a lot of brothers don't, okay, that's fine, but give me some substance, man. Give me some conversation. Give me some sense of humor. Give me something else than the physical. You know what I'm saying? I
think they did afterwards talk, and he said she got some depth to her.
Oh yeah, so. but when she started off, man, you know what I'm saying?
I need you to help me with this. Oh, and her booty all in. Oh, look at you exercising. Oh.
And women trying to get out of that nowadays. Women trying to grow from that. Women want to be looked at more than just the physical, right? Yeah. So so don't set the sisters back like that.
But she's studying the other sister, honey. She gonna doing what she doing. So
I guess that's all she has to offer.
So Phil they seem like they connected, like they had some, chemistry,
Yeah.
So let's go on to where the men are all meeting back in there. So Tommy asked them how their dates was, and or how the things was with their ex, and everybody gave their rundown. And he also asked them who they wasn't connecting with. And of course they said Tasia, which I knew that was coming.
All right.
Frank and Phil said that. Phil was also saying Camille. What did Walter say?
Leave Camille alone. Take her off the list because we doing my boy Cornelius a favor, which I think is bunk.
It is.
It's bunk, man, because if the show's gonna be like this, it kind of defeats the purpose of the show. You know what I'm saying?
It's called elimination.
Right. You can't be doing your homeboy a favor because that's the only connection she has. Right. Cornelius, you know what I'm saying? Now, what's her name? Tasia? Mm-hmm. She might not have no connections, but what if she had one or two connections? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. She got more connections than Camille. And I just think that was bunk. And when Walt said that, and when it came to Cornelius to say something, he threw the Walt girl under the bus.
Yeah, Sabrina.
See, but
and he started looking crazy.
Yeah, see, Walt, you did
shut up.
Yeah, man, I mean, you can't. Camille should have been gone.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And that, like you were saying, what's the purpose of the show? Are we gonna do safe? Oh, they safe for this season? No, we're not doing that. So it's elimination. We got to come together and eliminate somebody. I don't think that. To me, I think Sabrina and Walter still had a connection. So maybe Sabrina shouldn't have been there. I think Camille could have been there. Like all you got is Cornelius.
Yeah.
Like y'all could leave. Bye.
She hasn't made a connection with nobody else but Cornelius.
Yeah, and I think that's unfair that you get on the show and you just hone in on one person.
It's unfair to. What's the name tonight? Who got eliminated? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because Camille, she only has one connection, and she should be on the bottom too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was unfair to Sabrina too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because she had more connections, even though it don't look good, but she still had more connections than Camille. Now, what's gonna be sad is next week when the women have the power, they vote Cornelius off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you can't do that, man.
And the women doing the same thing as far as with Connect. Well, that's her man. We go. So it's like, why are we here then?
Yeah, that's to me that's straight up bunk, man. And Tommy needs to step in on that. He really do. He needs to. You can't play the show like that.
Yeah.
You can't do that on the show.
You say who you want to be or who you don't
have a connection with. Yeah, it's about you, not your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So Phil said that, so we just talked about that. And they asked Cornelius, and he said that, Sabrina, of course, child, you ain't got a connection with nobody, honey. You can say A, B, C, and D, honey. You ain't got a connection with nobody but Cornelius. So why you even, I was just,
you know what? I really think they both need to be kicked off the show.
I'll
be honest with you.
They do. So anyway, they get down to, of course, Sabrina and Tasia. So Frank is talking to Sabrina. Sabrina come with the smoke, honey. She was just like, listen, y'all is not finna sit up here and try to play me. Let me tell you what's really going on. So he was trying to, work his way up to just telling her, hey.
He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Hey, she said, listen, let me tell you something. I reached out to you several times, and when you called me back, it's like days later.
First of all, Sabrina, why are you putting yourself out there like that? You calling dudes, they ain't calling you back. You still calling you guys. And I understand you doing it for the show, trying to stay on the show, but come on, man. After a while, you gotta have some dignity for yourself. And say, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna call me back. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna vote my own self off the show. I ain't ready to love none of y'all and walk on all the others she should have did.
So yeah, that's basically what it was. So yeah, she was just trying to tell him, like, I tried to call you back, and even some of the other guys,
and then calling me back.
And then she said in her confession, like, what you want me to do? Date the women? She said, I probably got a better connection with them then, because y'all not returning my phone calls. Like, what's the deal? And I don't know if it's the fact that maybe Sabrina is like, even when Frank was saying it, he said she seems a little bit like disconnected or a little standoffish, or kind of. I don't know if it's her whole vibe and everything. I don't know if they're intimidated by her, or maybe she just kind of pushed some buttons with them and they're just not interested.
I just think she probably pushed some buttons with them. I don't think she intimidates people. I think she really probably got under some people's skin. But see how she came out Frank. She probably did that to some of the guys, like, man, I ain't got no time for that, man. I don't even know you like that. You come at me out of left field like that. I don't even know you like that. But yeah, man, if I was her, man, I just go ahead and self-eliminate and get myself off the show.
And Camille and Cornelius.
No, they don't need self-eliminate. They need to get kicked off by Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tommy said, you know what, y'all playing these games. Y'all playing the game wrong. Wait, we're going to have to tell y'all to leave the show. Yeah. Because y'all dating one another. Y'all not trying to make no connection with nobody else.
Exactly.
So,
that's what it's about. Like, if they end up winning or be the final, I think that'll be totally unfair, and I'll be mad this whole season, and they better not ever do nothing like this again. You talking about what is little whatever he like to do, little surprises and everything.
Curveballs.
Yeah, like do something about this. I know we not finna go this whole season and see this. No.
You got somebody on the show that have only one connection, Camille and Cornelius, and the people around them is protecting them because they not making a connection with them. They say, okay, hey man, we're gonna do you a favor and keep your girl on. Hey dude, we're gonna do you a favor, keep vice versa. And it's not fair to the people that's doing it right. And it's getting kicked off the show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
And then, too, the fact that when it really comes down to it, y'all going to be trying to see, okay, well, who going to win this thing? Because, it really going to come out. I know sometimes you can have several couples, but, anyway. So, Phil was talking to Tasia, and basically, he was like, you dope, you real cool, man, you like the realest chick I know, yada yada, but anyway, you not ready to love. And she was like, well, dog, honey, I thought I was the realest, honey, so, she took it with a...
Yeah, she said, well, I guess real don't win, I guess real people don't win on this show. And,
But he kept saying, but, of course, if he really liked her like that, she probably would have stayed on, but he just got turned off. But
then again, that's what I just say. Phil got so many options right now, man.
Right,
so,
Shiloh
and what's the name? She wasn't even on the show today.
Oh yeah, Aisha.
Yeah, Aisha.
They showed a clip of her.
Yeah, but she was on. She wasn't on this week. But no, man, they need to fix this between Cornelius and Camille. They really do, because this is straight up unfair and it's bonk.
Yep, and we got problems.
We got issues with this, big time.
Yep, because that's why we're bored, honey. We really trying to go to sleep. You see, I'm getting sleepy now, honey.
Yeah, now they'll kick Camille off. I woke up then, man. I would pop confetti, moonwalk, broke dance.
Broke Dan. Yeah, you would have broke something.
That's why I said broke Dan.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to shop our merch store, KOED Wear, to purchase merch. And yeah, we're going to see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.